clean supply is essentially a framework that helps you ensure that the supply that you're bringing in to your, or the supply that you're curating for either the app, for your advertiser, for the agency, is suitable for the brands that you're applying that supply towards. In the past, the notion of cleaning up supply was mainly restricted to programmatic media, meaning things that media that you could bid against on the open web, etc. At this point, there is so much programmatic guaranteed buys that are already in place across all media types, across television, across audio, across just standard digital properties, that applying these same principles in terms of how you plan, buy, optimize, analyze, and go back and feed all this data back into your next planning cycle is possible for all media types. And so what I mean by operationalizing the clean supply framework is you can now apply these same principles for all media types, especially as there's more digitization and streaming happening across the media types.
And I wanted to ask about responsible media buying, multi-pronged approach with technical, publisher, legal, educational work streams. How does that all work together?
So cleaning up supply is not just a function of adding a tag to your brand safety tag or what have you. It takes all parties to participate to ensure that what you are curating is suitable and clean for your brand. And so the multi-pronged approach would be obviously technical, so working with partners that will help you figure out which kind of supply is suitable for your brand and which is not. There's a lot of work you can do directly with publishers who are finally the owners of the supply and ensuring that they are curating it on your behalf, they're curating the supply on your behalf. There's a lot of legal frameworks, many legal frameworks that you can put in terms of the contracts, in terms of the type of media you want to buy, and then obviously lots of education across the board for everyone. What I mentioned previously in terms of the current stress between cost and value, focusing on value and outcomes will help everyone sort of focus on the curation of supply instead of just buying what's cheap, for example. And so having these four pillars together, the technical, working with publishers, having a legal framework together, and then creating appropriate education programs, if you will, all of these things need to work in conjunction for the clean supply work to really proceed and be sustainable over a period of time.